Yes, I'm John Sheaf. I'm the director of John Sheaf & Associates. We are landscape architects and we lead the design team for the Hainault Ancient Forest project. I think in common with most people, I was hugely impressed by the scale of this place, but also rather daunted by its complexities and its condition. We're sitting in the middle of a complex of Victorian farm buildings which we're going to completely repurpose. The challenge is to make sure that this place stays fresh, and we need to make sure that this continues to be a really attractive site.
So what does Hainault Forest mean to me and the residents? It's a fantastic place to come, a safe haven, and we found that out through the pandemic, that this was a place which our residents flocked to. And I certainly come here in that time between Christmas and New Year's, the whole family, even our dogs, and it's a great place to visit, great place to be. It's just paradise here in Redbridge.
My name is Raymond Small. I've volunteered over the forest for the past 5 years, doing various jobs like litter picking, recording wildlife, and in the past year I've recorded about 1,000 species. At the moment, Redbridge Fishing are doing an excellent job providing habitats, and I would like that to continue and to encourage the wildlife as much as possible.
My name is Yeva Aliyunaita and I am the Community Forest Ranger at Hainault Forest. What I'm personally excited about is having a first-class volunteering and event programme here on the forest to be able to provide opportunities for training, for being outdoors, for helping out with the management plan on site. As well as that, I'm excited for the new indoor facilities that will be available and the opportunities that it will provide the wider community through it. Our volunteer sessions are very varied and change week to week depending on what needs to be done on site. These can change between tree planting to forest management. As well as this, when the farm opens, volunteers will be able to be on site, helping the staff take care of the animals.
I think the thing that really interests me about this place is that it's obviously hugely significant. So these buildings around us, which are in a state of really considerable dereliction, they are in a sense the key to unlocking that future potential and securing that financial sustainability that's so important to the site. So over here on my left, there's going to be a new visitor centre for the Woodland Trust. Over on my right, there'll be a series of craft workshops and training centres, training spaces funded by the GLA. Behind me over there is a long fin barn, the 1856 barn, which is going to be an indoor exhibition which will tell the story of the forest both from an historical perspective but also the story of how the forest functions and the ecosystem services it delivers. Beyond that, at the far end, there'll be a new cafe and restaurant, and then a new community space that can be used for weddings and conferences and meetings and community events, a big flexible space. Around us, a landscape that's going to be repurposed, an amazing new play area that we're designing just behind us there, and then a lot of work to the farm to make it a more attractive space. That's already a big draw for the site. The idea of kind of moving from the indoor exhibition, understanding the story of the forest, and then looking at the animals that would have been grazed in the forest, that's kind of one continuous experience, if you like. So the proposal here is really quite straightforward. Firstly, to restore the condition of the Triple SI from failing to recovering, to protect the vital ecosystem service flows that the site is providing. Second, to restore the site's assets, to give people a reason to come here and to stay for longer. And thirdly, to give people visiting Hainault an opportunity to learn, to play and to volunteer.
So the changes I'm most looking forward to seeing actually is around the partnership. The Woodland Trust and London Borough of Redbridge both own half of the forest each, but there's a real opportunity now, in a time where we're facing a twinned biodiversity and climate crisis. Our UK wildlife has never needed us more. So what an amazing time for the two organisations to come together and really make a difference. It's a fantastic opportunity.
The changes I'm looking forward to is the fact that we can regenerate, we can pick up new ideas. A little bit of regeneration will mean that the forest itself will deliver more for the residents, particularly future generations, children, schools, who will come here and really be able to enjoy the wildlife which is here on offer.